Hello and welcome to part 22 of my Winds of Change video guides, ever closer to the edge. I still have the Minion Master in the party, for pretty much the exact same reason as she was in the party last time. Using these outcast groups here to build up some minions, just like the Wardens in last quest. And again we will be using the minions to get healer AI to follow them, thus pulling some NPCs that we need to protect out of harm's way. It's very similar in setup. The execution this time around was a bit strange, so not quite as smooth as it went last time, but yeah, still went quite well. It's again just a matter of flagging Livia with her minions in range of the Luxon diplomats this time around. Now they are ritualists instead of monks, but the point's the same. Sadly, this Luxon diplomat kind of decided to stay back a little because one of the Amphar allies, which are currently still allies because basically a cutscene is playing. One of them apparently had lost some health, so he healed that instead of the minions. I had to reflag to get him to follow again. But it ended up working out quite nicely. And a ministry cleric actually decided to join as well, because for now they are allies as well. And well, he's also trying to heal the minions. Well, he is healing them. It's just he will never stop because they keep losing health. So yeah, I now have a pet ministry cleric following me as well. This somehow messed up the spawns a little bit, so things were a bit strange. Anyway, by just staying here you end up camping one of the spawns for the ministry troops. You could probably, if you were if your pull worked a little smoother, you could probably get the diplomats out of the way completely, so that these ministry troops will actually run past and engage the Amphar. But as you can see, if it doesn't happen, it still is just fine. And there you notice some of the ministry troops haven't actually gone hostile yet. I believe it's because that one cleric was somehow still with us. He followed the minions. I'm not entirely sure if that's the reason. But somehow a trigger must have gotten messed up and that guy never joined his group, so his group never got hostile. Or possibly it's just because I never got close enough. But yeah, the ministry troops were a little strange in that particular quest. Aside from that though, all you do is kill the troops spawning from here, and then the enemies over there will be will be fighting each other. And there the ministry cleric that had been following me has finally turned hostile. And so the rest of his group as well, and now I have the ministry and the remaining Amphar to deal with. Very similar to last quest. You have the advantage of getting the enemies nicely clumped up, unlike if you stood in the center and defended. They would be coming from all directions. In this case they're coming from exactly one side, so panic and ineptitude and all the other AoE skills that you bring in most team builds, they will just be a lot more effective. Meaning this makes the quest a lot easier. And really all you need is a minion master, which in many team builds is a staple anyway. If you don't have one, of course, you can still just stand in the center and defend as you would normally and not use this sort of cheesy tactic. It's pretty much up to you. It's not like this quest is impossible without doing it this way. It's still very doable. You can just make it easy on yourself by using this tactic. Again, if you don't feel like it, no obligation. And then again, I'm not sure if this timing was messed up because of the ministry troops not turning hostile properly, or if this is just the way it always is for this quest. I don't remember. But yeah, there's some groups in my case spawning a lot later than the rest, and so I just had to wait for a bit to make these last groups of 4 spawn and to be able to kill them. because only when all the enemies are dead does the quest actually proceed and count as completed. And as you see, after I killed those last fights, I had to wait quite a while. I sped this up again for convenience. And there, the last enemies have spawned. The Mesmers of Chaos Storm, probably the most dangerous thing to deal with. The Necromancers can steal your minions. If that's troublesome, I guess focus on those. Aside from this quest is very similar in gameplay and easy difficulty rather to the quest before. It's really just a matter of not letting the diplomats die, which my method makes quite easy. Otherwise, you might have to focus on healing them a bit. And yeah, that's the quest done. I wish you the best of luck when you attempt this yourself, and yeah, that's it. Bye bye.